Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. This is a very different kind of video where I wanted to show you guys my budget calendar, my monthly budget calendar. So if it's your first time here, hi, welcome. I'm Gaby. Please consider subscribing and join the family as we journey on to a happy life. Okay, let's get into the video. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how I do my monthly budget calendar, and this is my first time filming this kind of video, you guys, so please bear with me if I make a few mistakes. So the first thing that I do when I do my budget calendar is I write down when I'm going to get paid. And with my company, we normally get paid the last Friday of the month, and as you can see here for September, the last Friday is on the 24th because the next Friday is the 1st of October. The 30th is on a Thursday, so we're probably going to pay it on the 24th of September, but usually we get paid that Wednesday or the Thursday. So I'm just going to write my payday on the 23rd, and I'm going to be completely open and honest and transparent with you guys, and I'm going to share with you guys in detail my total budget and everything. So yeah, and if you guys want to know how much money I make off of YouTube, I'm going to be sharing with you guys that as well, because I'm going to be writing down all of my income first on the budget calendar. So here we go. So the first thing that I normally do is I write down when I get paid and how much I get paid. So I get paid probably gonna get paid on the 23rd. So that's gonna be 15,000. All right, and on the day that I get paid, you guys, that is the day that I pay my rent. That is the day that I pay my tithe. I pay my tithe first, and then I pay myself, and then I pay my rent. So those are the things that I do next. So after I get paid, the second thing that I do is I pay my tithe. And the third thing is I pay myself. And then the fourth thing is I pay my rent. Okay, so I'm gonna write those things down. So tithe, that's gonna be 1,500, and savings, so I pay myself through savings. That's also gonna be 1,500. If you don't know what tithe is basically a tenth of your income, which you pay to the church, which the Bible says that you bring your tithe to the storehouse. So that is what I believe in, therefore I pay my tithe. And then savings, I pay 10% to myself, so that's also 10% of my income. And then my rent at the moment is very, very low, you guys. It's only $1,000. So I will explain later why my rent is so low at the moment. So yeah, that is all I'm paying towards rent. So as you can see, so now what I do here on the left is I say 15,000 minus 1,500 minus 1,500 minus 1,000. So that is 15,000 minus 3,000, that's 12,000 minus 1,000. That leaves me with 11,000. All right. So the next thing that I know that needs to get paid is the bank. And I know that the bank needs to get paid on the 2nd of the month, which is $1,986 that needs to get paid. And also on the 30th, the bank needs to get paid $993. Those are my two loans. This is a personal loan, and that's my revolving loan that needs to get paid. So if I deduct the 1,986 as well as the 993, I am left with $8,021. I hope I did my calculations correctly, you guys. If I made a mistake, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I know that on the 30th, the bank will deduct 993, and on the 2nd, the bank will deduct 1,986. So then I will be left with $8,021. The next thing I do is I pay my debt, you guys. And I know that on the 4th I need to pay. I usually pay my debt on the first Monday of the month. So I know I need to pay doctor number 1, and I'm going to pay them $300. And I also pay Revenue Solutions, and I only pay them $100, you guys, because they're not a priority right now. They are a debt that is in collections. So they're not a priority right now. That's why I'm only paying them bare minimum towards them. And then I also need to pay my brother, but I'm not going to put the amount that I'm going to pay my brother yet. I'm going to put that in last, because my brother is the smallest debt. And usually when you are doing Dave Ramsey with the debt snowball, you target your smallest debt with all the money that you have left. So I'm going to do that last. Okay, so for now I'm going to be deducting the $300 as well as the $100, and then I'm going to be left with $7,621. Now I know that on the 17th of the month I have a Canva subscription that needs to be deducted for $250. So that's what I'm going to be deducting next. And then I'm going to be left with $7,371. All right. Okay. Usually on the first weekend of the month, that's when I will go shopping for baby Willow's diapers and milk and things like that. So it'll either be the Saturday or the Sunday, but I'm gonna write it down for Saturday. So I'm just gonna say baby Willow, and that's gonna be $1,000. So I'm gonna deduct baby Willow's $1,000, and that will leave me with $6,371. All right, next up, what I usually like to do is I give myself a grocery budget of $2,000 for the month and a takeout budget of $1,000 for the month, and I divide that up into the week as follows. So for the first week, I will give myself $600, The next week, especially if it's a 5-week month, I'll give myself 500. The next week I will give myself 400. The next week I will give myself 300, and then the last week I will give myself 200. So that's 1,000, 500, 800, 2,000. So that's $2,000 in total. And then for the takeout, the first weekend I will usually give 400. The second weekend I will usually give 200. Third weekend I will usually give 200. The last weekend I will usually give 100, and the last 2 weekends I usually give 100 each. This is how I would divide it for a 5-week month. For a 4-week month it will look different than this. So I'm going to go ahead now and deduct the grocery money and eating out money, so that it's gonna be minus 3,000, and then because the 400 plus the 200, that's 600, 700, 800, 900, $1,000. So total the grocery and the eating out is 3,000. Then I will be left with 3,371. Okay, and then from that 3,371, that's the money that I basically have left to pay debt with. And I've decided that this month I'm going to be using the most money to pay off my brother's debt. So I'm going to be paying $3,000 towards my brother's debt. So minus $3,000, that leaves us with $371 change. And that $371 change I will be using for my cash envelopes. And I will divide that money appropriately for my cash envelopes. So yeah. And basically that is how my monthly grocery budget, debt paying calendar will look like until I get paid again the next month on the 28th. Now the reason why I only give like $200 of groceries and $100 of eating out the last week is because I know I will get paid the following week. So yeah. And if there was something coming up in the middle of the month, say for example a birthday coming up, then I would add that in here. For example, in September, on the 10th of September, we had baby Willow's birthday, so I would write that in there. And yeah, in October I don't have any like special events coming up. I know that I have training from the 4th to the 8th. This week I will be going to Windhoek, but that's all. So, but I have a separate budget for that. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys would like me to do a weekly breakdown of the grocery money as well as the takeout money, then do let me know. I just wanted to mention that the takeout money doesn't necessarily mean takeout, but it could also mean, say for example, if I needed to buy a quick lunch that day, then it could come from that budget as well. And say for example I didn't buy takeout that day, then that takeout money could be added to the grocery money. But yeah, that's just the budget that I give for myself, but it's pretty much very flexible. So yeah, if we don't end up eating takeout, then it just happens to be added to the grocery money, or and when I talk about groceries, I mean food and toiletries and everything. So yeah, we are on a pretty tight budget as we are busy paying off debt. As you can see, if we didn't have to pay off debt, then we would have had way more room in our budget. But right now, we don't have that much room in our budget. Thank you guys so much for taking a look at my monthly calendar budget. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope this video was entertaining. Please consider subscribing, give this video a like, leave me a comment down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in the next one. Bye!